sharing with you guys some DIYs that I have been working on that help with inspiration, goal setting, and all of that fun stuff that's kind of been like the theme of this month. So with that, I thought it would be a really good idea to do some DIYs that work towards those goals and sticking to like all of the things that we're trying to change, as well as it all just being really damn cute decor that you could put up in your room. So without further ado, let's jump into the DIY inspirational things. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. So to start, I picked up this roll-on chalkboard paper that you can stick to pretty much anything. I got this from Walmart for $3, so it was super affordable. And then I'm just using a ruler to kind of map out an even calendar. Now you could really do anything with this. You can stick this anywhere. It could just be a place that you write things that you need to remember for the week, or however you want to do it. But I thought I could use a calendar over my desk, so that is what I decided to do, leaving a section on each side for weekly notes and like happy thoughts and things like that. And I just thought that this was a really cool way and a really affordable way of having like a wall calendar that isn't as tacky as like some of the dry erase ones that you see. So this is like a cute decor way of having a calendar up on your wall behind your desk, or maybe in your kitchen, or wherever you would like to put it. So that costed me a total of maybe $5. And now I'm also somebody that needs to write down everything, whether it be journals, notes, or ideas, or just fun things that I want to do. So I picked up a few journals from Staples, or agendas, or not agendas, notebooks. That's the word I'm looking for. And then I just printed out some cute designs that I like, and I'm just coming up with random ways of decorating the outsides with just cute paper and using you could use scissors, but I'm using one of those oh my gosh, I can't think of the name right now. If you guys can think of the name of that thing, just leave it down below. And yeah, so you guys can probably see the design that I'm doing here and recreate it if you want, or come up with a fun design or pictures of your own. And so this is going to be my new journal, and I have another one for notes and video ideas and a bunch of other things. Also, just a quick tip, if you guys are going to be designing any type of notebooks or journals, I would recommend using that cement glue that I'm using there. You can find it at any sort of craft store for pretty affordable, and it's good for mounting things to journals and things like that. And then afterwards you can rub off the excess and it goes back to the normal notebook material. So that is just a really fun and easy tip. And then I just grabbed some chalkboard labels, and I'm using the chalkboard pen to write exactly what each notebook is going to be used for.
I hope you want to know just where we're going to, and if this isn't right, it'll be just me.
And then next, I figured for days where, you know, things aren't going so well, or you're having not that great of a day, but you still want to stick to like your good mood or your goals or whatever it is, I decided to make this little fortune teller thing. So grab any kind of glass jar. You could use a mason jar, you could use whatever you want. And then I just took some chalkboard paint and poured it on top so that it would drip down. And then I'm just taking a little bit of cardstock and cutting out little rectangles so that I can write fortunes on them. And you could do this with anything. You could even just use a normal mason jar if you don't feel like decorating it, and just cut out a bunch of fortunes, or save a bunch of fortunes from fortune cookies, or print out a bunch of fortunes. Again, there's so many ways you could do all of these DIYs, but this is just a really fun and easy way of just like, if you're having a bad day or you're feeling lucky and you just want to get a fortune told for what's going on in your life, you can just use this, or kind of pick one out, and maybe it'll like brighten up your day, or you can leave it on your desk. And they're just like fun and positive things that you might need to read or hear during the day. And then this DIY is one of the easiest, so just take a few pieces of paper and decide how many years down the road you want each of them to be. And then all you have to do is on each piece of paper in point form, or you could write paragraphs, write down exactly where you want to be by that time. So I did one for 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then 20 years. And then I'm just going to put them in different envelopes, or you could paint a bunch of white envelopes, really cool designs. Again, you can do this in so many different creative ways. And then I'm just putting the date on the bottom of when each of them will be opened, and then having that in a frame. You could put that on your wall, you could put it on your desk, you could just put it anywhere beside your bed. And looking at those, no one else is going to know what you've written inside, but you're going to know that that is where you want to be in however many years. So looking at it might be a good indicator that'll kind of get you out of bed and pushing towards where you want to be in that 1 year or 3 years, or doing something that's going to get you that much closer. then last but not least, I'm going to show you guys a few different ways that you can make an inspiration board. So all you have to do is print out any sort of pictures of anything that you aspire for in however many years. I decided to print off things that included fears that I wanted to face and different things I wanted to do and different places I wanted to go and live and be and all of that fun stuff. So you can do this looking on Tumblr, we heart it, or you could print off your own pictures or look in magazines. There's so many different ways you could find pictures. And then for the first one, I decided to do all black and white because it would match the theme of my room. So you could do this in a way that doesn't look like, you know, you're just like doing a bunch of like crafts and just throwing it up on your wall. If you print it out in a color that matches the color scheme, or put it in a frame, or there's a bunch of different ways you could do that to kind of display what you're inspiring for or aspiring for, and display it on your wall or on the back of your door or in your closet or any place that you might see it. And a different way you could do this is grabbing some corkboard, and this time I decided to print the pictures in color and then get a bunch of really colorful tacks and then tack them up into the corkboard itself. And this just kind of looks like a fun display, but in all reality it's an inspiration board of the things that you want to get to or the things you want to do in your life. And then a third way you could do this, if you're not somebody that wants to display it on your wall, is you could pick up a binder or an agenda or a journal or whatever it is, something that is like a book that you might look at every day, and then post the pictures on there so that if it's at school or if you're just writing at night, you'll see those things that you're trying to achieve in life. So that was all of the different ways that you could do an inspiration board, along with all of the other inspirational DIYs that I had to show you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to send me any pictures if you guys decide to try any of these, and I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys!
Between the trees and open skies.